Previously on Trigger Happy Havoc.
Danganronpa.
Sadly, Job's still not here. First thing I saw when I got into the rec room was a Goth! Listen, have either of you seen Kyoko?
And Hifumi!
Or Hifumi? God, I wish he would stalk me. God, I wish he would stalk me so bad.
It hurts. It hurts.
I hope it hurts, you fucking bastard.
Dojan, I've never heard such a reaction. Outside of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 7 Still More Wrong with President Funny Valentine.
Good news! He's dead! No, I am going to whoop your ass! Greetings, my dearest friends! It is I, Madness, and welcome back to another session of Trigger Happy Havoc Danganronpa. Last time, we left it right before the class trial. So in this stream, we are hitting that class trial full force. And hopefully... Oh, whoa, that was loud. And hopefully, we'll be able to finish it this very stream. I'm gonna lower my volume a little bit. But it's just gonna be on my end, not on your end. So like, y'all should still be listening to it just fine. It's just that music jump scared me. Damn, this is everyone, right? Oh, this is just too little. We were so many at the beginning, and now it's just these people. Well, my wife is alright, so I'm good.
Yes, yes. Come on, Big Mac, let's do it.
I'm gonna talk to everyone to warm up the voices.
Just the worst. Let's hurry up and go, so we can make Hero pay for his crimes.
I didn't know. I didn't like how that sounded.
Damn. I don't like Monokuma's carefree attitude.
What do you say, pretty boy? Were you listening? Wait till we get to the courtroom to begin your argument. Yeah, fuck you.
It would appear that the culprit has been confirmed. This trial will be over in no time.
What did they say?
Hey. The story begins when we go down there.
It wasn't me. You gotta believe me. Alright, that's everyone. Let's get this bread. He took one last deep breath. I took one last deep breath and exhaled slowly. I began to walk towards the elevator. Once everyone was aboard, the doors closed on their own, and the steel box began to move. Damn, this is so empty. The clunking of the elevator kept us company as we fell further and further down. Wait, Seo doesn't have her own elevator sprite? Well, I mean, you can't see her face, but due to the body language, it's obviously that's Toko, not Seo, so like, come on. The clunking of the elevator kept us company as we fell further and further down. There was no going back. Until we settled all this, we couldn't go anywhere. I'm not sure how long it was before the elevator finally came to a stop. You've done this 3 times already. Well, 2 before this one. You should be accustomed to how long it takes. The elevator door slid open, opening up onto a cruel fate. Now it's blue!
When I see all of you gathered together like this, I realize just how few of you there are left. That's what I was talking about. Your school life is slowly reaching its climax. Just the worst. Only because of you.
Why? Why are you making us do such cruel things to each other?
What? What? Do you really hate me so much? But I'm so cute.
Come on. Stop goofing around and begin the trial.
Don't rush me, pretty boy. Of course I'm gonna start it. Gosh darn 1%ers. I would never be like, stay tuned for the action-packed class trial after this commercial break.
Is that a... Are you... Is that a dig against me? I like cliffhangers, man. Come on.
I'd never hold out on you like that. Okay, let's begin. Get to your assigned seats.
So the curtain open once again. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception. Nagi, what the fuck are you on about? A deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle. Nagi, you're freaking me out. A deadly defense, a deadly fate. Dude, quit it. A deadly class trial. Makoto, you are such a stupid dork. And somehow I want to kiss you. I don't have any other skill. Like, yes, my skills. I literally just talked to Fukawa and Seo. What do we got? Okay, we got the Monochrome Vial. The cause of death for each was opposed to the head. It is thought they were both killed with a similar weapon. That's it. That's so fucking useless. The Blue Torp. Repository dolly, he filled his glasses, spotless hammers, repository door, equipment room bloodstain, glass cleaning cloth, Celeste's account, Yasuhiro's message, Robot Justice blueprints. Robot Justice costume. Okay. Robot Justice costume, Yasuhiro's account. A fun hole. Okay. Broken wristwatch, Kyotoka's left hand, Hifumi had his note, and the e-handbook for some reason. Okay! Let's do this. Class trial, arise!
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial.
We know the deal.
If you can figure out who done it, then only then I'll punish everyone.
Yeah, we know.
Now then, to begin with,
We already know who did it.
was that?
It was Hiro. He does not have an alibi for when the murders took place, and we found him in that suit.
Don't try and deny it. You killed them.
Oh, why is your little Colette now 3 different pieces?
I didn't! Someone knocked me out! I was asleep the whole time! I don't know anything about it!
Shut your murdering mouth, murderer!
Yeah, shut the fuck up, murderer!
Who are you calling a murderer?
Shut the fuck up! She's not a murderer, she's a serial killer! There's a difference!
I am sorry to say, Hiro, but we do have evidence. Blueprint for the suit. Parts we assume were used to build it, and all of it was found in your room. You have to admit, the evidence is quite compelling. It points to you as having created the suit and wearing it while committing crime after crime.
Uh-huh.
How many times do I have to tell you? I don't know!
Man, poor guy. Is Hiro really the killer or for anything else? We have to make that clear. Yeah, no, like, actually, Celeste, they pick a really good scapegoat because this guy cannot defend himself.
Everything we found in your room. The blueprints, the suit parts, they are all proof enough that you are the culprit.
I don't know anything about that stuff! It's not true! It's a conspiracy!
Hiro, why? Why did you kill them?
No! Just hold on a second!
What? The fuck am I supposed to use?
Everything we found in your room. The blueprints.
Oh, but the what
No,
again? That was completely.
Are we sure Hiro really made
Okay.
those blueprints?
That shot was completely on accident. Like, holy shit.
What do you mean?
Well, take a look at this. It's the note that Hiro wrote, asking everyone to meet up after Alter Ego disappeared. The handwriting's obviously different, wouldn't you say? When you compare it to the blueprints.
Yeah,
There's no way you could think the same person made both of them.
yeah.
Unless that person made it a point to disguise their handwriting.
Why would they? And also, Hero is not smart enough for that shit.
No, the differences are bigger than that, I think.
Come on! I'm not smart enough to think of trying to change my handwriting anyway.
Exactly.
So Makoto, are you saying you don't think Hiro's the culprit?
I mean, we're not saying that. We're just saying that we should consider every other option
And
first.
he's not the only one. I think Hiro is innocent as well.
Okay, Hero is the murderer. He killed them, and let's fucking kill him.
Then who was in that Robo-Justice suit?
I mean, it was here, but
Is it like Hiro said? Was there really someone running around in a second suit?
The suspicious individual hidden within the suit. Go ahead, Makoto. Tell them who it was.
and of course he passes it off to me because that guy can't do anything by himself.
So, who was in the Robo-Justice suit?
The suspicion, the will in question, what was?
Hina Hero the Illuminati.
I got it! Other than Hiro, I can't think of anyone else it could have been. Obviously, he was the one in that particular suit, and we never found any kind of second suit.
Then there can be no doubt. Hiro is the prime suspect.
What?
That doesn't make any sense.
What are you on, man?
It just said Hiro didn't do it.
It makes perfect sense. Hiro was the suspicious individual in the suit, but he's not the culprit.
So what you're saying is...
Like, make your mind. Make your mind, man.
That's right. The culprit in this case has nothing to do with being in the Robo-Justice suit.
Okay, yeah.
What? Now that's a bold assumption.
And what reason do you have to make such a statement? You do have a reason, yes?
Of course. But before we get to that, there's something else we need to clarify first.
And
So
that
let's
is?
get that out of the way.
Hey, stop trying to boss us around.
Yeah, man.
All things have a proper order.
Sure.
So what is it? What needs to be clarified?
We must clarify the method of transportation for Taka's lifeless
Body was the
It
dolly.
would seem that his corpse was moved using certain particular items. Makoto, can you tell us what they
Oh my
were?
god! Things used to attack a body.
I got it!
Okay, another thing. The dark.
I got it! They were a dolly and a tarp, right?
Yep. What's with it? Yeah, what the fuck, man?
So, let's see if I can explain.
Hold on. Messages, Discord.
Taka's body disappeared from the equipment room, and then we rediscovered it in the repository.
Yeah.
And when we found it for the second time, it was wrapped in a blue tarp, right? It was the same tarp that, up until then, was stored in the equipment room. So the killer must have seen it there and decided to use it when they moved Taka's body.
Yes.
That way, they wouldn't leave any bloodstains while they were moving it.
Okay, that explains the tarp. And the dolly?
You're not gonna carry that shit, are you?
Same thing. I'm sure the dolly was in the equipment room when we first found Taka's body there. But when the body disappeared, so did the dolly. Later, when Taka's body reappeared in the repository, so did the dolly.
But there's no Tarpatry Ifumi, and that is bad.
In other words, you think they used the dolly to move the body. Am I right? But are you sure you are not mistaken?
But why would I be?
Huh?
Are you absolutely positive the dolly was in the equipment room when we found Taka's body?
What do you
The
mean?
dolly was made specifically for moving large objects between the repository and the art room.
Okay.
It would be very strange indeed to discover it had made its way to the equipment room. Is it not possible that it was in the repository all along and you simply didn't realize it?
What?
She's raised an objection. How do you respond?
There is no shame in being
My brother
wrong.
in Christ.
Nobody expects much from you anyway.
Okay.
We have all accepted the fact that you rarely understand what is going on around you.
Okay. First off, Makoto's the one always solving the fucking case because no one else wants to do it. Second of all, that is also true because Makoto is somehow very stupid. Oh, never had anyone sound so nice while being so mean, but maybe I can change her mind. If I can just explain to them why the dolly must have been moved from the equipment room to the repository. No! I don't want more mechanics, man! Sorry, messages. Reloading! Starting with each name, we're gonna add one more ingredient recipe. On the bottom of the screen, underneath the tempo marker, you'll see an ammo count! Up until now, there hasn't really been a limit on how you use your point statements. But now on, you just gotta lock it and pressing the left mouse button won't be enough to handle them. One bullet! Ah! This is too much for my little brain! Just like locking, you have to press. No! Oh! Oh, I'm cooked! Oh, fuck, okay. Time to lock in. Okay, this is really, really early.
You have it wrong. I cannot agree. You are a fool. So pathetic. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst. Away with you. You miserable wretch. I cannot agree. You are a fool. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst, you miserable wretch.
Ah!
You have it wrong. I cannot agree. You are a fool. So pathetic. Lies will get you nowhere. Do
What's
your
the
worst.
rhythm?
Away with you.
What's the
You
rhythm?
miserable wretch. I cannot agree.
What's the rhythm?
You are a fool. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst, you miserable wretch. You miserable wretch.
Ah!
You have it wrong. I cannot agree. I cannot agree.
This should prove it.
That was horrifying! What the fuck?
If you're asking for proof that the
Oh
dolly
my
moved,
god!
I have it right here.
Hold on! I need to take a break! What the fuck? Oh man! What the fuck was that rhythm, man? I like musical theater, I like music, I should know about the rhythm. Why the fuck did I struggle so bad? Oh my god. Oh, brother. Oh, I almost died of a heart attack. Jesus Christ, I was so close to actually dying.
When I found the dolly in the repository, one of the wheels had a blood stain on it. There was a pool of blood in the equipment room with a tire marking that matched the dolly wheel's tread.
Okay.
The killer probably rolled the dolly through the blood on accident as they wheeled the body out of the room. And as the blood dried on the tire, they moved the body into the repository. So there's my proof that the dolly was used to move Taka's body.
Jeez, does Celeste really hate me that much?
Well, anyway, that was just something we had to get out of the way. Let's get back to the main subject.
Yeah, the subject of how Robo Justice didn't do it. Because if it's not a killer robot, then what kind of robot is it?
It's not a robot, it's an unconscious guy in a suit.
I'm not sure that really matters.
Yeah.
I'd be happy to explain why the occupant of the suit couldn't possibly be the killer.
Please explain!
If you look back on how the body was transported, it will become immediately obvious.
Oh yeah, because you need to like bend over to use it. Feeling how the money moves. What's this movie right at? Yeah, Robert Justice costume. Oh my god,
no. Taka was killed in the equipment, and from there, the body was moved to the repository.
Yeah, the culprit wrapped the body, then loaded it onto the dolly and wheeled it off, right?
Fuck!
Shoot!
Oh! Okay, let's
As we
hear
know,
everything
Taka
first.
was killed in the equipment, and from there.
Yeah, the culprit then loaded it on...
Now, keep in mind that the dolly doesn't have a handle.
Well, yeah, but even without a handle, all you'd have to do is bend
Can't bend
over.
over!
No, it's wrong!
You can't bend over.
You're absolutely right that you could push a dolly without a handle if you stoop down low.
Then what do you mean, no, that's wrong? You just tell me that's right!
But if you were wearing that suit, do you think you could actually get into a position like that?
What do you mean?
What do you mean, what do I mean? You wearing this, you made the point!
Think back to what you said when we were all checking out the suit together, remember?
Hold on, messages. To mention, you don't like it made the waist, it look pretty obvious oversight.
When you're in that suit, not only can you not see your feet, but you can't even bend at the waist. Am I right about that?
Now that you mention it, yeah.
It seems like it'd be awfully hard to push that dolly if you couldn't bend over.
Well, what's to stop you from simply pushing the dolly with your feet?
When you can't even see your feet? You really think someone could kick the dolly all that way?
Yeah, that's like, as fast as they did?
Yeah, it'd be totally impossible. Not that I can say for sure myself.
Oh my god, she's so funny. I love her so much.
On top of that, if you were wearing such a rigid, cumbersome suit, it's very unlikely you would have the dexterity to go about wrapping the body in a tarp.
True, like the fingers don't even look like it doesn't even look like you can move your hands in it.
Well, I mean, isn't that just a matter of taking off the suit when you're ready to move the body?
Girl, I love you and I adore you, and your contribution to this class trial is really appreciated, and you bring up a good point. But you cannot take that shit by yourself. There's absolutely no chance that cousin. Here's not strong enough bunch. You can never take it out.
Shoot!
Oh wait! No! It wasn't enough! No! 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 What do you mean? No! I forgot! No! I thought I was gonna do a perfect run! No! Why would you phone me? I was with you! I got an alibi! You people are stupid!
Is this really the end for all of us?
Oh my god! Oh, I'm fucking stupid!
I refuse to give up yet!
Oh my god, I'm such a fucking Oh man, I'm so bad. My auto.
You're absolutely right that you could, but if you were wearing that suit...
It seems
when you can't...
Yeah, it'd be totally...
It's very...
Well, I mean...
Oh, I'm such a. What's it gonna do? You can take it off by yourself.
I got it!
Oh my
I
god.
didn't think taking off the suit was an option. If you remember...
I don't know what's up with this thing, but I can actually get it off. A little help? Why would you make something that you can't take off by yourself? I'm a fucking idiot. I didn't read every option. I didn't read every option. I'm such a fucking idiot. Oh my god. I didn't mean this stupid freaking thing. There's a clasp from the back that keeps you from getting it off. Oh man, hold on. I yelled too much. Let me go get a bottle of water. Hold on. Okay, wait, I drank water and I didn't bring the bottle with me. I'm such a stupid... Oh! Okay, I got the bottle of water. Oh my god, man. This wasn't planned to show off my new crying sprite, by the way. Like... Man. Okay. Gotta lock in. Gotta lock in. Okay. We don't really have a choice. Let's help. Okay.
that's true. It seems impossible to put the suit on or take it off without help.
Then, you really can't take it off by yourself? Hero wasn't just making it up?
No, we saw it. You were there.
Of course I wasn't making it up.
If he could have gotten it off by himself, I don't think he would have let us see him wearing it. Showing up in the suit was basically an invitation for everyone to suspect it.
Yeah, that's right.
So,
Sorry, I
it's
keep lingering
really,
because I
really
keep
true that
getting
Robo Justice
distracted.
couldn't have moved the dolly?
To be clear, whoever did move the body, it couldn't have been Hero in the robot suit, correct?
No, wait. Just a second, if you please. Have you forgotten about the picture that I took?
Right.
You all got a good look at it, did you not? The image of Hifumi being dragged away by Robo Justice? If whoever was in that suit is not the culprit, how do you explain that?
Unless it was staged.
Besides, do you remember what the now deceased Hifumi said?
How did you get hurt?
That guy hit me.
What guy?
Robo Justice. That's what I decided to call him just now.
I'm so glad he
long
said
as
I
those
don't have to
facts
do that voice
exist,
again.
the proper conclusion is beyond question. The individual inside the suit and the culprit are one and the same. It was Hero, without a doubt.
Yeah. Yeah, that's gotta be right.
Hold on a second!
It's still far too early to reach that conclusion.
Yep, but because like we see the contradictions, and like you already got God.
Besides, there's no hurry to decide who did it. Before we rush to a verdict, shouldn't we explore every single possibility? Instead of seizing on one viewpoint, the truth is uncovered by analyzing things from every angle.
Yeah, sure, baby. Click.
Perhaps, but where do we go from here?
Yeah, drinking water.
Let's review this series of unfortunate events from the beginning.
That's a reference.
Maybe we'll uncover something new.
Sure.
What a pain in the ass!
Yes, it's a pain in the ass. It's a real pain in the ass, but we gotta do it, baby.
I don't disagree, but our lives are on the line. If this is what it takes, we have to do it.
Plus, maybe we'll get to find out where the heck Kyoko was when everything went down.
All right,
Yeah,
then.
actually, where
Let's
the hell
take
were
another
you?
look back at what happened. I suppose we could start with this morning. 4 of us gathered together in the dining hall. Makoto, Hina, Kyoko,
You say Makoto,
and
really?
myself.
Wait, I'm getting a variance on how big this layout is. Okay, so this is that. There's that. Fat ass. My wife. It's Leon. Then Celestia. I thought they were inverted, actually. I thought that, like, Byaki and her was on the other side where Sakura is. Oh! Oh! And he's there. I thought he was where Hina is, and Hina was where Hiro is. Hold on, someone's knocking on my door? Hold on, I have to go check that real quick. It was nothing. It was nothing.
We waited there for quite a while, but nobody else showed up, so we went to look for everyone. That was around 8 a.m.
And as soon as we split up, Kyoko went missing.
Soon after that, Hina found Celeste in the rec room and quickly came to get Makoto and me.
It seems I was unconscious for about an hour after I was attacked by my mystery assailant. I know it was an hour because I remember being attacked a little after 7.
Very convenient that you remember when you were attacked.
That was when we saw Celeste's picture and discovered that her assailant had been wearing a strange costume. As it turns out, it was Robo Justice. It also soon became clear that this same Robo Justice had abducted Hifumi. We were soon joined in our search by Byakuya and Toko, and then went on to find Hifumi in the library. He was injured, so we took him to the nurse's office and resumed our search for the suspect. But not long after leaving the nurse's office,
He was dead, thankfully. What's wrong? I saw a shadow, something moving around at the top of the stairs. Very convenient she was the only one who saw it.
When Celeste told us that, we decided to split up and search the second floor. And soon after that,
I saw someone moving around on the 3rd floor, and I yelled out to everyone as soon as I did.
Celeste, what's wrong? That was a rather intense scream for someone like you. I saw him, the strange costumed man. He ran off as soon as I screamed. I was blocking the stairs, so he headed further down into the hallway and disappeared.
and then...
What was that? That came from downstairs. It must have been Hifumi. He's in the nurse's office.
At At that point, we decided to divide up into 2 groups. Celeste, Hina, and I went back to the nurse's office. While Sakura, Byakuya, and Toko chased after the suspect. When we got back to the nurse's office, and that's when we heard
I'm
the
sorry,
body
I didn't let you
discovery
finish. I'm sorry,
announcement.
man. No, that was rude of me. That was rude of me.
I left Celeste and Hina there and headed back to the 3rd floor to let the others know what had happened.
Meanwhile, we had just discovered Taka's body in the equipment room. We must have found both bodies at almost exactly the same time. Because we heard the same announcement not long after we discovered his body.
And that's when I told you guys about Hifumi. Then the 3 of us headed for the nurse's office. But right after we left the physics lab, we ran into Celeste, who'd arrived after us, and she told us something very surprising.
Hifumi's body has disappeared.
We rushed back to the nurse's office and saw that she was right.
Then we remembered we'd left Toko passed out in the equipment room, so we hurried back again.
This can't be happening. Are we hallucinating all of this or something?
But when we got there, we discovered that now Taka's body had also gone missing. Next thing we knew, we were searching the school for 2 missing dead bodies. And after some time...
Celeste informed us that she'd found the bodies, and we all headed to the repository, which is where we rediscovered the corpses.
Another flashback. Okay, so
I
that.
think that about covers it.
I see. The whole thing sounds exceptionally complicated.
Very complicated and very improbable.
It certainly seems to me that these are not a simple series of connected events.
Hey, hold on, I'm responding to a text message. Hold on. Hold on. Responding to a text message. People are always texting me when I'm on stream, man. There we go. Okay.
Okay, well, if that's true, then what?
Rather than a single series of events, I think we have to consider each murder a separate situation.
Okay.
And from there, we can uncover the contradictions surrounding all of them. Now then, let's get started, beginning with what happened to Taka.
Okay. The contradiction in what happened to Taka. I have to find no matter what. Okay. Okay, I'm
So, regarding Taka's death, I wonder if he died before Hifumi, or perhaps it was after?
We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last
What makes you say that?
because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
It's true that Hifumi was killed with Justice Hammer 3, while Taka's death came from a swing of Justice Hammer 4.
See? So it's obvious Taka came after.
What?
So, regarding Taka's death, I wonder if he died before Hifumi. Or perhaps it was after?
We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
No, fuck.
What makes you say?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
It's true that Hifumi was while Taka's death came.
See? So it's obvious Taka came after.
I don't know.
So, regarding...
What does the Monokuma file say?
I wonder if he died before, or perhaps it was. We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
No.
What makes you say?
Because of the numbering of the Justice.
It's true that Hifumi was
Okay, I'm
killed
gonna
by
try
Taka's death.
something.
See?
If
So
it
it's
doesn't
obvious
work,
Taka
then
came
I am
after.
truly cooked.
So, regarding, I wonder if, or perhaps it was after. We already know what order they were killed in.
That's oh no. What? How? I'm genuinely just. I mean, I had no other option. But like, what?
There's no reason to assume that the hammers were used in the same order as their numbers.
True.
If anything, that's just another way the killer tried to disguise their actions.
So you're saying the culprit wanted us to think the hammers were used in order,
Okay, I guess I follow the logic why what the game is trying to say, but like
in
the wording
reality,
is off.
Taka was killed before Hifumi? Okay then, let's see the proof.
We have the watch, right? Yes, we have the watch. There's proof it was killed before he. Oh wait! Oh come on, man! Shit! Okay, wrist watch. No! Wrist. What? This minigame is ass. This minigame is ass.
I got it! Taka's wristwatch. See? Look. It broke.
It must
No,
have
sorry,
gotten
I
broken
interrupted
when he was
again.
attacked by the killer. Because as of last night, so if it wasn't broken after 6 last night, then he must have been attacked around 6 this morning.
Sorry, responding to messages. Sorry, I'm responding to messages. And sometimes it's tough responding to messages. It's hard to me to respond to messages sometimes because I have to find the right wording. And that sucks.
And that would be his official time of death.
Exactly.
But if that's true, then he was killed well before Hifumi.
Right.
And before Celeste was attacked this morning, which happened around 7.
That's right. Taka was killed before any of the other incidents took place.
Exactly.
That simple fact slipped past all of us. We made the wrong assumption about the order of events, all because of those justice hammers.
That's exactly why the culprit wrote the numbers on each hammer and had them increase in size. That way, when we saw how they were used in each incident, we'd easily make that wrong assumption.
Because humans are simple. Like that is actually like I don't like this is actually something that people would fall to. Because the player probably fell onto that trap as well. Because we as humans like to see patterns. So when we see an obvious pattern, we're gonna latch onto that pattern.
Now, if Taka was killed around
Even
6,
if there's no other
then
evidence.
everyone's alibis for his murder go out the window. Because when he was killed, we hadn't met up in the dining hall yet.
So everyone's a suspect now. We didn't do... I think we just made things more difficult.
That may be true in the case of Taka's murder. But all of our alibis still hold true for Hifumi's death.
Do they?
That's right. With him, at least, we're all safe.
Ow. Huh?
Who's that? That came from downstairs. It must have been Hifumi. He's the one in the nurse's office.
When we heard Hifumi screaming, we were all together.
We're all in
Except for Hiro
this
and Kyoko.
together.
Then we all ran down to the nurse's office, and that's where we found his body.
Damn, so Kyoko, I just think you made yourself a suspect again.
That's totally true. We're all in the clear.
Oh, I know! They must have recorded him screaming on a tape or something, then played it later on.
My guy. Okay, but like, we see how complicated the series of events to make this happen were. I think that immediately discredits him as the killer, because there's no way he could formulate this kind of plan.
If that's true, where's the tape?
I don't know.
Oh no.
Don't just go making stuff up.
Anyway, we all have rock-solid alibis for when we heard Hifumi scream.
Except...
Since all of us were there together, clearly none of us could have killed him.
Except...
And it does not stop there. There was also the moment when we discovered his body had disappeared.
Yeah, I noticed this girl hasn't been saying a lot.
When his body vanished from the nurse's office, Hina and I were in the bathroom together, while everyone else was in the equipment room, correct?
So you are trying to prove yourself you're not the killer.
And then there's the disappearance of Taka's body from the equipment room. At that time, we were all gathered together in the nurse's office because of Hifumi going missing.
Well, don't forget, I was passed out in the equipment room the whole time.
True.
Wait, then what if Genocide Jill did it? She could have dragged Taka's body out of there right then.
We found her in
Even
the
if she could pull that off, there's no way she could have done the same with Hifumi's body.
Yeah, how the fuck is she gonna lift all that?
Because, as we just established, she was passed out in the equipment room when his
Where
body disappeared.
Also, don't go messing with my wife. I will
I didn't
punch
do
you.
either of them anyway.
Wording, babe. Wording.
In other words, it is impossible that any of us could have killed Hifumi or moved either of their bodies.
Unless he wasn't really
On
dead.
the other hand, Hiro and Kyoko had disappeared. So they
Kyoko?
most certainly could have done those things.
So what now, Kyoko?
For now, we can't get fixated on who did it, or we'll just keep going around in circles. So instead of who, I propose we start talking about how.
What do you mean, how?
In particular, I think we need to figure out how Hifumi's body got moved.
Okay.
That's true. We searched everywhere, but we couldn't figure out how to explain his body disappearing.
Maybe he got up and
And
walked.
according to what
by
Celeste
itself.
said,
We could not have been gone for more than a minute or two, though. So then the killer was able to get in and move Hifumi. So then the killer was able to get in and move Hifumi's body in this short amount of time? It would seem so.
his body apparently disappeared in the 1 minute her and Hina took their eyes off of it. But to carry that much weight from the first
That
floor up
much
to the
weight?
third in that short amount of time?
Yeah, that would have been
Oh
hard.
man, yeah! There's no way! It'd be impossible!
Well, what if I told you there was a way to make the impossible possible?
Do the invisible work, the invisible.
What?
Row, quite the power. Okay.
If the dead body were to move itself.
This is the most Ace Attorney track in the whole game. This sounds so much like an Ace Attorney track. Huh?
The dead body moved on its own?
Maybe.
No! Not another... ghost!
It would be a zombie, not a ghost.
I don't think it has anything to do with the occult. I think what she's implying is we thought Hifumi was dead, but perhaps in reality he was still alive.
He was alive?
Shit, maybe.
Are you saying Hifumi wasn't carried out of the nurse's office, but simply walked out on his own?
But I mean, we found his body. He was dead.
Perhaps he was simply playing dead.
That it isn't possible.
Why are you so quick to use it out? The idea that Hifumi is still alive, is it really possible? I don't think that's gonna work.
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office, there's a chance he was actually still alive?
No, it is impossible. Hifumi was dead, without a doubt.
And you know that how?
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement along with the rest of us. Hifumi's dead body had been found. And that is why the announcement was made.
Are we really so sure about that? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
No. No, sorry. My bad. Damn, fuck.
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office, there's a chance he was actually still alive?
No, it is impossible. Hifumi was dead, without a doubt.
And you know that how?
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement, and Hifumi's dead body had been found. And that is why the announcement was made.
Are we really so sure about that? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
No! Okay, I think I know what I have to do.
Are you saying that when we first there's a chance you...
No. If Hifumi was dead, and you know that, surely you heard the body, the Hifumi's dead body, and that is...
Are we real? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
God damn it! God damn it, I'm struggling way more than I should.
When we first found
Hifumi and there's a chance he... No. Hifumi was dead, and you know that, surely you heard the body, the Hifumi's dead body, and that is...
Are we really? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
Okay.
Are you saying that when we first there's a chance he was at... No. If Hifumi was dead, and you know that how? Surely you heard the body discovery announced. Hifumi's dead body had been found.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
Was the body discovery announcement that was made really intended for Hifumi?
It's not.
Of course it was. The announcement played right after we discovered his body.
Maybe. But that was also the same time that Taka's body was found.
That's right. It wasn't long after finding his body that we heard the announcement.
So there's a good chance we've made a mistake in there somewhere. I think we've confused whether the announcement was for Hifumi or Taka.
First of all, if two bodies had been found, there really should have been two announcements.
Should it?
Maybe Monokuma simply got lazy and rolled them together into one.
Maybe.
What do you say, Monokuma? Any comment?
Well, it's a very sensitive issue, so I can't go into too much detail. But what I can say about the body discovery announcement is that it's only broadcast when 3 or more people find a dead body for the first time.
For the first time. So that's important. Okay, so I don't have to write a fanfic I'm doing. I'm sorry, what I'm doing? I didn't say anything. So he's not saying that it is impossible for an announcement to be for two dead bodies, for a single announcement to be about two dead bodies. But he is saying that the announcement only plays when a discovery is done for the first time, and we hear two dead body announcements. One when we found both of them, and another one when we found them again. Now, this is for the... it really wasn't the first time that we found one of those bodies for the first time in that moment, which means one of those dead bodies wasn't a dead body until that very moment.
That didn't answer our question,
Enough!
man. We're asking if you're a lazy bum.
No, actually, that was plenty.
Huh?
He said it's only broadcast when a body is discovered for the first time, which means even if we find the same body again later, he won't make the announcement again. If that's true, then why was the announcement
Made again later on? I don't want to agree with you.
Huh? Later on?
Yes, babe, later on.
Exactly. We heard the body discovery announcement twice.
Second body discovery announcement. First time we played exploring rooms of the game. Then, just after Hifumi became back to life, when Toko was unconscious, when both bodies were discovered.
I got it!
Now I'm
We heard
reading
it a
this.
second time in the repository, when we rediscovered the two bodies.
Ding dong.
A body has been discovered! Blah, 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 blah. Hey, I don't sound like that!
Didn't seem
You
weird
definitely
at the
sound
time,
like that.
but it contradicts what Monokuma just told us, doesn't it?
Exactly. If we were actually rediscovering both bodies, the announcement shouldn't have played.
And in reality, when the two dead bodies were rediscovered, one of them was actually being discovered for the first time.
So, when we found Hifumi the first time in the nurse's office, he wasn't actually dead yet. Meaning, he wasn't actually found dead until we came upon him in the repository.
And that's just part of it.
It's really convenient that they found both bodies at the same time. I'll just say that.
There's one other thing that leads me to believe he was still alive in the nurse's office.
Oh, I know!
Yes, what do you have to say?
Because he was super good at playing dead! Bada bing, bada boom!
Oh, I love her. She's so funny.
That is the worst logic I have
Hey,
ever
shut
heard.
the fuck up! Okay? Shut the fuck up!
But honestly, I do not think there's anything that can prove he was still alive.
Okay then, let's take another look at the events surrounding the discovery of his body. Then it should become clear whether he was really alive or not.
This whole thing is pointless.
There has to be something that shows Hifumi was still alive. I have to find it and show it to everyone.
Well, here's one thing we do know.
That
The
is.
first time we found Hifumi's body was in the nurse's office. And then, while me and Celeste were in the bathroom, his body disappeared.
And the next time we saw his body, it was in the repository.
But when you compare his body before being moved and his body after being moved, other than the change in how it was positioned, there was no notable difference.
There it was. There was the glasses. The glasses were different. The glasses were different. The glasses were different. Don't mess with me, woman. Don't
In
mess with me.
fact, there was one clear difference between Hifumi in the nurse's office and the repository. His glasses. That fact alone proves that he was only playing dead in the beginning.
Perhaps you'd like to fill the rest of us in?
I mean, well, sure.
When we found Hifumi in the nurse's office, his glasses were covered with blood. But when we found him again later in the repository, they were spotless. And I found the item he used to wipe them clean in the nurse's office trash can.
Why does this has to be an evidence if I'm just gonna use it for this?
It was a glasses cleaning cloth featuring a certain cartoon mascot. One look at the bloodstain on the cloth should make things clear. This piece of cloth was used to wipe Hifumi's glasses clean. And the mascot on the cloth is the same one that's on the digital camera, right? And whose digital camera was it? Hifumi's, of course.
The character was Princess Piggles from Demon Angel Pretty Pudgy Princess, I think.
You remember that very well. I think someone's a fan and is ashamed of it.
I highly doubt anyone but Hifumi would have brought something like this to school.
I see your point. And the only people here who wear glasses are...
I wouldn't be caught dead using a tacky piece of garbage like that.
A few tissues is all I need to keep my glasses clean.
Oh, my queen.
Then there's no question. It belonged to Hifumi.
So what you're saying is...
Oh my god.
What I'm saying is, the blood on his glasses was wiped away using his own glasses cleaning cloth.
Even if that is true, it does not mean he wiped the blood off himself.
But who would benefit from a clean pair of glasses other than the glasses owner?
That's a good point.
And it must have been him, right?
So let's assume that Hifumi was still alive in the nurse's office. He pretends to be dead. Then when he's alone, he wipes his glasses clean so he can see. Then he stands up and walks out on his own 2 feet. And with that, the impossible task of moving his copious corpse becomes possible.
But then, if he was just pretending to be dead, what was with all that blood? Was it paint or something?
No, that was blood.
The fridge in the nurse's office contains packs of blood for emergencies. He probably used one of those.
He figured if he was gonna play dead, he should go all out, so he just dumped it everywhere!
Yes.
But he got crazy with it and had to wipe his glasses off when he was done! God, what an idiot!
Such a fucking dumbass, right?
And if Hifumi was still alive at that point, the disappearance of Taka's body is easily explained. It should be perfectly obvious who must have moved Taka's corpse.
The one who took it was... Hifumi.
I got it! It could only have been Hifumi.
While we were all gathered in the nurse's office, he went to the equipment room and took Taka's body.
That also explains how the door to the repository got locked.
The door was locked?
Yes, it was,
Well,
baby.
after the bodies disappeared, we all went looking for them, right? So me and Sakura headed for the repository. But when we got there, the door was locked.
And the repository door can only be locked from the inside. Which means, when Hina and Sakura got to the repository, someone was already inside.
And it could only have been Hifumi, who just finished stashing Taka's body there.
He convinced us all he was dead, and when he saw his chance, he dragged Taka's body to the repository. So, Hifumi wasn't just another victim in this case. He was...
But
One of the assailants.
that
Sorry, I
means
cut you off.
He took part in the murders.
I just can't believe it.
I can. That
If you're having
guy was
trouble,
very suspicious.
would you like me to show you one more piece of evidence?
Sure.
There's more?
My guy, we're clearing your name.
Oh, absolutely. The single biggest fact pointing to his involvement has yet to be revealed. You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The item he took off of Taka's lifeless body?
Sure. Where's the note? Where's the note? Where's the note?
I got it! You're talking about the note Hifumi had hidden away, aren't you?
Hidden note?
That's right. We found it stuffed in his pants.
What? In his pants?
Yep.
Yes, his pants.
Why do you say it like that?
Okay, well, forget about the pants for now. Take a look at what the note says.
Found a hole. Maybe we can use it to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet the equipment robot 6
That's the note I was telling you about. The one that told me where to go.
Huh?
Wait, this one's a little different. In my note it said, Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the rec room at 1 a.m.
I see. Then this note isn't the same one Hiro got.
It's not the same?
No, but it proves that you did in fact have a note.
In other words, the killer got in touch with another person besides Hiro. And that person could only have been...
Me? Hifumi's pants?
I got it!
Okay.
That's right.
I know
Taka.
I fucked up earlier on, but you don't have to make it that easier for me.
The killer used this note to draw out Taka and murder him.
Hello? Over here! Objection! Objection!
I'm listening, love. I'm
I
listening.
don't really understand what's going on, but Hifumi had that letter, right?
Yes?
So whoever wrote it wasn't drawing out TikTok, they were drawing out Happy!
Just to be clear, TikTok is Taka and Huffy is Hifumi, right?
Yeah, she's so creative.
Ugh, yes! Why must you ruin it every time?
Yeah, why must you ruin it? Like, let the gag go on.
Just to check is still.
It's okay. Actually, crazy how everyone here is big on misgendering people, because the only person that has stopped calling her Jack, it's Yasuhiro. Like my guy, and actually she said, let's go better with Genocide Jill. I want to be called Genocide Jill. This man is still calling her Genocide Jack. But Yasuhiro is the only one calling her by her preferred name, so all of you are assholes except of Hiro.
Can let her go.
Fuck you, get you, fuck you. Okay. I got the... What?
Happy had the note, right?
Uh-huh.
Then the person it was intended for must have been Happy!
But remember what the note said. What time did it say to meet?
6 a.m., I believe.
The time doesn't matter! The note has nothing to do with TikTok!
Yes, it does. Sorry, babe.
No, that's wrong.
I don't like contradicting you, but I'm sorry. It does happen.
No, there absolutely is a connection.
What the hell are you talking about?
The note said to meet at 6 a.m.
I feel
which is
bad.
the same time Taka was murdered.
I feel bad about it.
You've already proven that using his wristwatch. But there's more. Look where the note says to
I'm
meet.
sorry, baby, but I do have to. I do have
The equipment room, right?
Which is where Taka was killed. I see.
I'm sorry for contradicting you, but you're
So-
wrong.
Taka was murdered at both the time and place written in the note. I think that should be plenty to show that this note was definitely meant for Taka.
Well, when you put it like that...
Yeah, she's being reasonable.
No further objections!
See, she's reasonable. She had a question, and she was proven wrong, and she's okay. I have no longer objection. She's reasonable.
Then someone used that note to trick Taka. Just the same as me.
Uh-huh.
The culprit really is a cold-blooded monster. Telling people they found a way out.
But if they gave the note to Taka, what was Hifumi doing with it?
Stuffed down his pants, no less!
Most likely, Hifumi stole it off Taka's corpse after he died.
He stole it?
Where's your proof? Go ahead.
Come on,
Show
man.
us.
Where is it?
I got it!
Okay,
When I searched Taka's body,
I got
I
scared
saw
because
that
he
his
didn't
lifeless hand was
appear
ripping
for
a
a
small
while.
scrap of paper. If I'm right about this, the sheet of paper this piece came from is... I knew it! It fits perfectly with the note we found hidden on Hifumi.
Then Taka's scrap
And he
and
frees the note.
Hifumi's note.
Yup,
They're
from the same piece of paper.
Hifumi had the note meant for Taka, while Taka's corpse still grasped a small piece of that note. There's only one way to explain it.
Rigus Mortis?
Taka died clutching the note. Ifumi tried to free the note from his death grip, leaving behind only one small scrap. Did I get all that right?
Yes, you did.
That means Hifumi knew the note was important.
Exactly.
which proves that he was an accomplice in the murder.
Whoa. Yeah. After seeing all this, Hifumi was super involved in this whole thing for sure. In fact, he was behind the whole thing. In fact, he's still alive!
My guy, don't get carried away.
Sorry, no.
No, he's dead.
When we found him in the repository, Hifumi was truly and completely dead.
Wait, I mean, he did wake up for one thing, but like...
The second body discovery announcement proves that.
So then, who killed Hifumi?
That's the question, right?
Whoever did
Maybe
is
the
the
person that's been
mastermind.
awfully quiet?
The true killer.
He was killed in the repository, so he must have been killed
She
not
has
long after
not said
transporting Taka's body.
anything in a good while.
So, he must have been killed after Taka's body vanished, but before we found both bodies in the repository.
During that time, we'd all split up and were searching for Taka's missing body. In other words, during that time, none of us have alibis.
Chon.
Wait, but me and Sakura were together.
You two have alibis?
Stop trying to steal the spotlight, you stupid walrus! Who are you calling a walrus?
You, aren't you listening?
Anyway, when they were killed bothers me too. But there's something that's been bothering me even more.
And what might that be?
The weapon they used to kill Hifumi.
The weapon?
Weapon?
Yeah, because I mean, according to the Monokuma file, the way Taka and Hifumi were killed was almost the same, with them having similar fractures and all. But Justice Hammer 3 and 4 were still laying around in the nurse's office and equipment room, right?
I don't think we need to clarify
this,
this,
killed
but
in the
okay.
repository, the culprit would have had to grab one of the hammers, kill Hifumi, then put the hammer back where they found it.
Not really.
But wouldn't that be seriously risky for him?
I'm surprised. It seems there's some semblance of a brain knocking around that skull of yours after all.
I don't like how much I sometimes agree with Byakuya. I don't wanna agree with Byakuya. Come on, man.
Hell yeah, it's packed in there good and tight.
He's right, though. I don't understand it either. The Monokuma file makes it clear that they were killed using similar instruments. But if the hammers were already laying around those other rooms...
So the question is, how could the culprit have gotten their hands on either of the hammers? Personally, I haven't a clue.
So which hammer was used to attack Celeste? Number 1 or number 2?
Those were accounted for in other rooms too. And I don't think either one is big enough to kill someone.
Then,
Is it not possible they used a different weapon?
It is.
I don't think it is possible. They were both killed with the same kind of thing, right?
I mean, the same kind of thing. That could mean many things.
So then, what was used to kill Hifumi?
The weapon that was used to kill Hifumi. So I have to find the truth. Okay. What do we got? Of course we gotta have the clean. Yeah, the spotless hammer. Okay, let's see where we use it.
What was used to kill Hifumi? Was it Justice Hammer 3?
Could I have
Maybe
used it there?
Justice Hammer 4?
No.
Well, whatever it was, there's one thing we have to figure out. How was the culprit able to move around so freely with the weapon? How did nobody witness them carrying it?
sounds like a Justice Hammer 5 is about to make its appearance! Check out murdergear.com/hammertime for more info!
She's so fucking funny,
One
man.
thing seems pretty clear. The murder weapon had to be one of the Justice Hammers.
Okay, good thing I waited. Good thing I waited.
The murder weapon wasn't a Justice Hammer at all. No, it was something completely different.
I mean, not completely. It's still a hammer.
But seriously? A different weapon?
Specifically, a hammer from the repository. The killer could have easily used that to kill Hifumi.
Wait, is there like... A clue. Okay, the fact that there were multiple hammers missing is not a clue. Okay.
Now, all the hammers in the repository were covered in flecks of grit and debris. But for some reason, one of them had been scrubbed clean. And the reason it had been scrubbed clean was most likely because it was used to commit murder. If the hammer got covered in Hifumi's blood, of course they'd have to clean it off. I'd also like to point out that the repository has all kinds of hammers. Big ones, small ones,
and a lot of them were missing.
And even some flat mallet-like ones. I think whoever made the Justice Hammers used those as a basis for their design.
If that's true, that would explain the Monokuma file's note about the wounds being similar.
So Hifumi moved Taka's body to the repository, where someone then used a hammer to kill him.
Whoever did that is the true killer. The one Hifumi was working with. And the one who betrayed him.
Hold on a moment.
Okay.
I still think it's strange to assume someone was working together with him. The way the graduation rule works, there is no benefit to helping someone else carry out a murder. So the idea that anyone would work together like that is simply ludicrous.
I mean, it
We
is,
talked about
right?
this, did we not?
We didn't tell one reason we work together. At least that's what we thought first, but... Yeah, actually, I still don't understand what was his reason. Spotless hammer. I don't think I'm gonna use that again.
Based on the rules that have been laid out for us, even if more than one person is complicit in the murder, only the one who actually carried out the act can graduate and survive. Assuming the rule holds true, it is simply impossible that two people work together on this.
That is how the rule was explained to us.
But that only really applies if there's one murder, right? In this case, however, there were two murders.
Can you really see there's no chance people work together in this?
Based on the rules that have been laid out for us,
Even if more than one, only the one who actually carried, assuming the rule holds true. It is
Okay, I think
But that only really
what the thing
applies
is
if there's
asking me
one
to
murder.
do...
In this case, however, there were two murders.
based on the rules. Even if more than one, only the one who actually carried out the, assuming the rule holds true.
Okay, I guess that's...
It's wrong.
Okay.
Since there were two murders, it's at least plausible that more than one person was involved.
What do you mean?
If there'd only been one murder, then yes, the idea of an accomplice isn't really worth considering. Naturally, if only one person can be saved per murder, an accomplice has no risk versus reward benefit.
Risk versus reward benefit?
The payoff for working together. The reward that balances out the risk of taking part in a scheme. There's no point in being someone's accomplice if there's no benefit to you.
In fact, it's a detriment, because you will be killed with everyone else.
However, if there were some potential mutual reward for the risk, then cooperation becomes possible.
Okay.
You're saying that two people could act as each other's accomplices to commit two separate murders.
I think that's what the true killer told Hifumi. They would each have an accomplice for their crime. And based on the case's events, Hifumi would have been the first one to act, murdering Taka. They made him carry out the first murder so he couldn't back out of helping them later on.
There's an outline. It's like a transparent outline around... I'm sorry, this is such a wild thing to say, but did you see in Sakura's hand how like around Kirigiri's hair, it's like transparent? What's up with that?
So in this case, there wasn't one single person committing multiple murders. Instead, each person killed someone, creating two separate incidents.
Which could still make possible for someone to have murdered Toko Byakuya, you fucking bitch!
And it only looked like one person because that's how the true killer designed it to look. A single suspicious individual a similar weapon used in each crime, disappearing bodies. By creating one seamless set of circumstances, they made it look like one person was behind it all.
The mastermind picked their target and managed to convince him to go along with their plan.
Hold on. Okay, yes, I'm recording. For some reason, I forgot if I was recording or not.
And then, to avoid the no accomplices rule, they simply killed their accomplice. Which, if true, means that betraying Hifumi was part of the plan from the very beginning.
That's just awful. How could anyone be so cruel?
You think so? I can't help but admire it.
Sure.
Still, their choice of accomplice seems...
Sure,
odd.
man. The effort made to convince us that two murders were the same. That was the main character's mystery. Yuko must have noticed that fact at the very beginning, which is why she said not to look at this series of collective events but entitled separate incidents. Yuko really is amazing. You. When you think about it, she's almost too amazing. It's almost unnatural how good she is at this. Yeah, like it's like her alternate talent or whatever.
How an accomplice could be involved, but then who was the one pulling Hifumi's strings?
That's problem numero uno right now.
Oh, she knows Spanish. Oh, she knows Spanish.
The true killer manipulating Hifumi to carry out a number of actions, and in the end murdered him. In the debates up till now, the way the case has unfolded, when you consider all that, there's really only one person who seems to fit. Oh, we're already on it? It's obviously her.
Here's my
She
answer.
barely even talked.
It was Celeste.
Honestly? Wait. Okay. Pause. Honestly, me personally, the only thing that makes it obvious it was her is the fact that she's been really quiet unless it's to pin the blame on something else or backtrack the investigation and uncredit whatever they're saying. But whenever they're making progress, she's dead silent. So that's the only thing that really points to her as the culprit.
So I'm the suspicious individual now, am I? I really do hate this kind of joke.
And you're very calm for this situation as well, you know.
A joke? I wonder.
Ooh, your boyfriend is turning against you.
So what you are saying then is
That
that I
hit her.
specifically chose to work together with Hifumi.
She actually seems upset that Byakuya is against her.
The idea that I would
I'm
choose to
sailing
spend
the ship.
any amount of time interacting with him, that I would go within 10 feet of that shit
So brave.
brain fat, lazy, worthless goddamn idiot!
No, you're right. That's inconceivable.
Pardonnez-moi.
Shut the fuck up.
Just to be clear, there is evidence to support it.
There
that
is?
So,
It is. Throughout the investigation, there was certain behavior that was common only to the two of you. Considering what we've learned so far, it only further proves that the two of you were working together.
Yeah, you guys were the only two to actually see the robot. Encountering suspicion.
I got it!
They were the
The
only.
behavior they had in common has to do with the suspicious individual in the suit, doesn't it?
Correct.
The only ones who ever actually saw Robo Justice firsthand were Celeste
And Hifumi.
Shush. The adults are talking now.
What the fuck is your fucking problem? I'm supporting. Makoto is supporting your fucking. What the fuck?
Sorry.
Don't apologize, you spineless bitch!
As he said, only Celeste and Hifumi ever laid eyes on the costumed individual. If we accept that Hifumi was one of the culprits, we can't help but suspect
God
what
damn.
Celeste has said as well.
Are you saying everything they told us was a lie?
Yes, catch up.
After taking Hifumi to the nurse's office, we all began our search for this individual, correct? And not too long after that, do you remember what Celeste said?
I saw a shadow, something. Yeah, she was the only one to see that shadow.
We headed to the second floor specifically because of what she claimed to have seen. Next, to draw us all to the physics lab up on the 3rd floor,
She let out a blood-curdling scream.
and when we'd all come to see what was wrong, what was it she said?
Celeste, what's wrong? That was a rather intense scream for someone like you. I saw him, the strange custom man. He ran off as soon as I screamed. I was blocking the stairs, so he headed further down into the hallway and disappeared.
Once she'd done her job of getting us all up to the physics lab, it was time for her partner to get to work.
Yeah, the scream. But how could he even know?
It was to get us to divide into 2 groups. So that we would discover both bodies at the same time?
Yep.
In fact, Celeste was precisely the one who proposed that we split up.
Actually, yes. Split into 2 groups. And also, you knew Taka was dead before. We told you. I remember checking the transcripts for that.
Well, if Celeste and Hifumi were working together, all those chance events suddenly become connected.
Yeah.
And on top of that piercing cry of yours early on.
That was very uncharacteristic. Ah! Yeah, no, that's...
That was to signal Hifumi, wasn't it?
Oh, that's how he knew.
It was your way of telling him, we're on the 3rd floor. Everything's going according to plan. Why else would you let out a scream that could have carried across the sea?
Damn.
I just realized another strange thing.
I told you to shut up, Nike.
When we found Hifumi in the nurse's office, who we now know was only pretending to be dead,
I not expected this. I didn't imagine that Hifumi would be murdered. Why do you care?
Celeste, you were the first one to say he'd been murdered. You wanted to make sure we wouldn't have any doubt in our minds.
I don't believe it. Everything. The whole thing was one big act.
And you fell for it.
Hina, you were with Celeste when Hifumi's body disappeared, right?
Yeah. I was feeling kind of sick, so
Celeste took me to the bathroom.
Wait. Then that was...
She wasn't worried about
you.
She just saw a chance to help Hifumi sneak out of the nurse's office.
She was actually reluctant. Because I remember when you said, oh, I will stay here with him, she was like, shit, I guess I'll stay here too.
Each piece isn't much by itself, but start putting them together and the picture gets very ugly indeed. Wouldn't you agree, Celeste?
I have no idea what you mean.
Come on, girl.
Don't bother trying to deny it. You made one fatal mistake.
Oh, did I?
I didn't even catch it myself when you first said it, but
I did.
Looking back, I can say that that one little slip-up was your undoing.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about what
She
you
has
said
such a pretty
after
voice, I have to
Hifumi's
say.
body disappeared and we returned to the nurse's office.
Whoever voices Celestia, who voices Celestia Ludenberg? I want to give my congratulations, like, in order. Hold on. What's her name? Celestia Ludenberg. Voice. Actress, no. Not the Japanese one. Wait, why is it getting so hard to find, man? Oh, Maureen Harrington. Alright, Maureen Harrington. Great job with Celeste. You have a very pretty voice and that's great. They must really be enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing around frightened and confused. We're all going to die here. We're going to die just like those guys died. Yes, I noticed that. I'm smart.
Remember her saying
I'm smart.
that too, but I don't understand what's so strange about it.
at that point, we haven't told her that Taka was also
Pay
dead.
attention. Sakura, Toko, and I were first to discover Taka's body in the equipment room. Then Makoto showed up and told us Hifumi had been killed. So Sakura and I left with Makoto. Once we were in the hall, we ran into Celeste, and the four of us headed to the nurse's office.
She
Now,
never knew.
The entire time we were together,
None of us said anything about Taka being dead.
Think about it. Celeste's
I
comment
hate that
doesn't
Yaku is the
make
one who figured
sense.
this
It was
out.
completely out of place.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about. Although I don't really get what it
Jesus
means.
Christ, man.
You hear that, Celeste? Everyone's having some trouble understanding. Could you repeat what you said? If you're really not the culprit, you shouldn't have any problem repeating it, right?
Yeah. Yeah, you're very quiet. Yeah, I guess it's less comes to make sense. What is it alluding to? What do you mean what is it alluding to? Oh my god. Yeah, I'm gonna have to grab something.
All I said was, they must really be enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened and confused. They must be positively elated. We are all going to die here. We are going to die, just like those guys died. And that is all I said.
And that's all it takes to finish this.
Yep.
It's obvious, isn't it? What was so strange about Celeste's comment?
All I said was, they must really be enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us. They must be. We are going to die.
I guess.
And that's all it takes to... What was so strange about Celeste's comment?
I'm gonna grab this so strange because I don't know what else I could be grabbing.
All I said, they must really enjoying the sight of us. They must be positive. We are all going to die here. We are going to die. Just like...
Okay.
No,
Okay, that's okay. Okay. Thank God.
that's right. There's no reason Celeste should have said, just like those guys died. When she said that, none of us had told her Taka was dead.
So she shouldn't have known there was more than one dead.
And we didn't run into her until after we were all out in the hall. So there was never any chance for her to have seen his body in the equipment room for herself.
So how did you know, Celeste? How did you know more than one person had been killed? And how did you know they were both guys?
True. I hadn't even thought about the guy's aspect.
Because Kyoko had also disappeared,
disappeared.
right? So she could have been dead too.
True. I didn't thought about that. Sure.
You all have such vivid imaginations. You know that?
Imaginations.
You claim that I was lying when I told you about the suspicious person I saw. Then what about
Because
the
you were-
picture I took?
It's staged.
How do you explain this picture
You
of the
two
costumed villain
were both-
dragging Hifumi away?
We know you two. Okay, right. Let's go in parts. One, we know Hifumi was an accomplice, so immediately we know he wasn't really attacked there. Number two, you two were the only guys to see that guy. Number three, the thing can't bend over, so we know it's easy to make it look like they're standing upright. At this point, that shit doesn't mean anything.
It has to be some kind of setup, right?
It is.
So let's put the suit on. And then she used the camera's timer to set up the picture.
If she can't wear it, only you can wear it.
Have you so quickly forgotten? You are the,
The
only
only
one who could have possibly fit into that suit. Plus, I happen to know that this particular camera does not have a timer.
I mean, we could check if that's true, but either way, it's not relevant.
In other words, it is an unassailable fact that this is a picture of Hifumi being dragged away.
Is it though?
If everything I told you was a lie, how can this picture exist?
The hero was inside the costume, but he was just unconscious.
Simple. Are we sure that's really a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away?
It could just be a
What
setup.
could you possibly mean by that?
Surely there are other explanations than the one you've offered up.
No, there is no other explanation.
There's plenty. Other explanations? What if his picture himself is running Hifumi away? Do you know the possibilities? Hifumi and the suspect have been drinking, and the suspect are dancing, he's dragging them.
I got it! It's not a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away. I would say it's a picture of Hifumi dragging the suspect away.
Yeah, like, see how he's grounded. No! Oh, you reacted, you reacted!
That's certainly within the realm of possibility. The one being dragged off in that picture isn't Hifumi, but the person in the robot suit.
Because they were not there!
We've simply been led to believe that it's the other way around. And the strange costume might only exist to lead us astray even farther. If you saw someone wearing something like that in this situation, of course you'd notice and be suspicious.
That's what happened! You put me to sleep and made me out to be the bad guy in all this!
That's precisely what happened. Oh, she's laughing.
Such a thing is utterly impossible.
Wow.
Hifumi was dragging him away? Ridiculous.
Is it? I don't think it's ridiculous at all.
Then shut your mouth and allow me to educate you.
Things you can put the other way around. Really suspect way. Is it really possible? It's not! What is he gonna try to do? Make your arguments. Whoever just discussed some Yashihiro's message. Fuck! Okay, time to lock in.
You dressed me up in that suit after I passed out. Then you just draped me across Hifumi and had him carry my weight. You tried to make me look like the bad guy.
Like I said, ridiculous. As you can see in the picture, the suspect is standing perfectly upright. If the person inside the suit was unconscious...
Hold on.
There's no way they could stand up straight
They
like
could.
that.
They could.
No, it's wrong.
They could. Okay. I'm getting good at this. I'm getting real good at
No.
this.
Even if the person inside the suit were unconscious, they could still stand up like that. Because that Robo-Justice suit had a certain characteristic.
You totally can't bend the waist.
That's right! They totally made a mistake when they made it, so it couldn't bend at the waist.
It's not a mistake, though.
I'm not so sure that was a mistake. I think the suit was designed from the beginning to be used the way it was.
Oh, let me see the... Does this also say the blueprints? No, it doesn't. It just says about the orbs.
Celeste and Hifumi took the suit they'd specially designed and stuffed Hiro into it. That's how they were able to fake that whole thing. The point of it all was to make us believe whoever was in the suit was to blame.
Well then, I suppose this is checkmate.
Checkmate?
Yep. Yeah, the angle.
Don't make me laugh, you idiot! What do you mean, checkmate? Celeste?
Yep.
Clearly, you want to cram me into your little guilty box. Well, there's one little problem. Have you already forgotten what Hifumi told us as he lay dying?
Hey, Hifumi, who was it who attacked you? And tried to kill you.
Kill me? That's right. I remember the name. Yes, Hero.
When we asked him who had attacked him, his answer was quite clear, was it not? He said, and I quote, Yasuhiro. In other words, Yasuhiro Hakakure!
Right, but my name isn't really Yasuhiro. It's actually Taro.
Your confusing statements don't make any sense. You're only making things more complicated.
Yeah, man.
He did say Yasuhiro. But are we sure he was really pointing the finger at Hiro?
What the hell are you talking about? I'll burn you alive!
It's funny you say that.
Kyoko, what do you mean by that?
Think back to how Hifumi used to talk to us.
By our last names.
How did he refer to each of us?
Said people's last names.
I got it! That's right! Our last names! He called us all by our last names!
Exactly. I know I heard him say Mr. Naegi more than once, for example.
Yep.
So if Hifumi did mean to say Hiro's name, he would have said his last name, Hagakure.
I'm sure it was just incidental. By chance, his first name. Indecent?
Don't talk.
Shut up.
Random chance. Now isn't that a convenient explanation?
Shut up. She was being funny.
No. There's no reason to think he would have said the name any different than normal. But he must have run out of energy before he could say any more.
So Hifumi was trying to tell us the last name of whoever killed him?
But the name he said doesn't apply to anyone here.
Or it doesn't.
Well, no. Hold on. There's one person.
I mean, it's a
it could
big
apply
jump
to,
on logic.
and that's Celeste. She never actually told us what her real name is.
What did you just say? To think you'd take your false accusation so far, I don't know whether to laugh or spit!
Dude, the voice acting is insane.
Come on! Enough with your idiotic blather! Yasuhiro is a loser's name! Do I look like a loser to you? Well, do I?
Man, that hand goes crazy.
What? I think I've earned the right to be a little on edge.
Okay, then fill us in. What's your real name?
Alexander Hamilton.
Make sure your ear holes are wide open and listen up! My real name is Celestia Ludenberg. Could you please stop making me repeat myself over and over again?
Nah, she's kind of hot when she's angry, not gonna lie. Something we can accept it. I'm gonna use the e-handbook.
Hifumi was trying to tell us something. He wanted us to know the killer's last name, Yasuhiro.
If there's one person here who might have that last name,
It would have to be you, Celeste. You haven't told anyone what your real name is.
how many times do I have to tell you?
Is this a line? Yes.
Is?
Celestia Ludenberg, God damn it!
That's a meme.
How long do you
That's
plan
great.
to go on pretending?
I'm not pretending. It's the truth. And since you have no way to contradict
Fuck it!
that's the only truth there is!
God damn it! God damn it! God damn it! Stupid ass pink letters! Fuck! Shut the fuck up, people!
Hifumi was
Shut
trying
up
to
for
tell
a
us
little
something.
bit!
He wanted us to know the killer. If there's one person,
It would have to be you, Celeste.
how many times? Celestia Ludenberg!
How long do you plan?
Celestia Ludenberg, God damn it!
And since you have no way to contradict me,
What?
that's the only truth there is!
What?
Moron!
What? That hit! That should have hit!
Hifumi was trying to tell. He wanted us to know the killer's. If there's one person here,
It would have to be you, Celeste.
how many times? Celestia Ludenberg!
How long do you plan to go on?
I'm not pretending. It's the truth. And since you have no way to contradict.
Okay,
No, that's wrong.
there we go.
That's it. The handbook.
What?
Anytime you turn your handbook on, it shows the owner's name when it boots up, right? Monokuma told us all about it before.
All the way back in chapter 1.
So all we have to do is check her handbook, and that'll clear up everything. That's how we can find out Celeste's real name.
That's an invasion of privacy. I refuse to cooperate.
Then that just makes you look more guilty.
Celeste, can you please just tell us what really happened? Please, just tell us.
Why would she just tell you?
Even when I'm put in check, it's just my nature not to give up.
Okay, I don't like the delivery of that because I think she should have gone back to the...
Because until the game's over, you never know what might happen.
Okay. No, okay, yeah, voice acting.
Let me settle it. Let me go over the case again, from the beginning.
Okay, don't mess it up.
Shed light on, and that'll bring everything to an end.
Okay, don't mess it up. God, what's that face? What's that doing here? That's the other spot. But did I already? Okay, who knows? Yes, yes. That's for the first case. I don't think that's not that. I guess that one. Sure, I really like these pages. This is cool. I'm guessing it's that one because of 3. No. Maybe that one. I think that should be it. Okay, let's hope I don't fuck it up.
Here's exactly what happened. Before anything, the killer persuaded someone to help carry out the murder. And that person was... Hifumi. With an accomplice, the killer was able to execute a number of otherwise impossible schemes.
Okay.
First, they convinced someone to meet them in the rec room last night at 1 in the morning. That someone they met with was Hiro. The murderous duo intended to pass Hiro off as the prime suspect. So when they met up with him, they drugged him, knocked him out, and stuffed him into the Robo-Justice suit. Next, Hifumi positioned himself to make it look like Robo-Justice was attacking him, while the killer used a digital camera to take pictures of the assault. They did all this just to create evidence that would put the suspicion on Hiro.
That's
when
right,
they were
baby.
done with him, they shoved him, still unconscious, into the pool room locker.
Okay. We're good. We're good.
And then
Look
finally,
at that little bastard
6
hiding.
a.m. They moved into the murder phase of their plan. They called Taka to the equipment room.
And they beat him while he was still Super Saiyan. Please don't fuck it
And
up. Please don't
that's
fuck
where
it up.
Hifumi killed him, making it the scene of the first murder.
Okay.
The murder weapon was Justice Hammer 4, which was left there in the equipment room. The reason hammer number 4 was used was to create confusion about the order of the crimes.
I think it's crazy how no one gave a fuck about him dying. Like, I don't think anyone cared. They cared more about the fat ass than him. That's sad.
So, next they falsified 2 more assault incidents. For these attacks, the killers pretended to be the victims, to solidify Robo Justice as the suspect. The first fake incident was the attack in the rec room. There, the killers wanted us to see Justice Hammer 1 and the Robo Justice pictures they'd taken. They wanted to make sure we bought the surprise attack story. The second fake incident was the attack in the library. This time, they planted Justice Hammer 2. And with these 2 incidents, the killers were able to create a certain preconception in our minds that the suspect was increasing the size of the hammers and attacking people in order as they did. We fell right into their trap and started looking for the suspect based on that. But
Okay, we're good.
while we did that, we left Hifumi alone in the nurse's office.
This is my girl. This is my girl there.
This was exactly what Hifumi was hoping for.
Dumbass, my girl
Blood
transformation.
packet from the refrigerator and Justice Hammer 3 and turned the room into a crime scene in which he himself had apparently been brutally murdered.
Okay.
He let out a scream to draw us back, and when we returned, that's what we found.
Yeah, my girl.
Meanwhile, the other group that had been out searching found Taka's body at the
I
same
love
time.
how she looks at Star.
So when we heard the body discovery announcement, we naturally assumed it was for Hifumi. We left the nurse's office, and Hifumi once again took advantage of the situation. He simply got up and made his escape. When we learned his body had disappeared, we all rushed back to the nurse's office. And once again, Hifumi had the chance he was waiting for. This
Oh, sorry. God, he looks so ugly
he
in
wrapped
this art
Taka's
style.
body
Holy
in a
shit.
tarp and used the dolly to move it all the way down to the repository. That explains how each of the bodies disappeared.
Dumbass.
But even Hifumi didn't know what the true killer had in mind for their final act. Their plan all along was to kill Hifumi and get rid of the one person who could betray them. And they did it using an ordinary, everyday hammer from the repository. That should cover everything that happened in this case. And the villain behind it all is...
God, why is this so melodramatic? Ooh, she's mad. Damn.
So
Looks like an anime, like an old anime.
You lose.
Damn, man, you didn't have to rub it in that bad.
I lost?
Yes.
I lost? When was the last time I was forced to utter such words? They hang heavy around my neck.
Maybe it's just your little pad thingy.
Then you admit it? You're the killer?
Listen to you, trying to take charge, as if you're my private instructor.
That's odd.
I, Celestia Ludenberg. Actually, no. Taiko Yasuhiro is fine.
Taiko.
Diego?
So, you finally accepted it.
I'm the kind of person, once I've lost, I don't like things to drag on.
Interesting.
And that is the trial, baby! Woo! And I only messed up like 374 times. I shouldn't have gotten an A, actually. Money!
Okay, Monokuma. I'm ready to begin.
Damn.
Or, no. I suppose this is the end, isn't it?
Yep.
It is indeed the moment we've all been waiting for. Time to vote, okay? Okay. If you would, please locate your lever and cast your vote. And when the votes are tallied, who will become the blackened? Will you make the right choice?
I was
or the
asking, why is this so
dreadfully
pixelated?
wrong
But yeah,
one?
this is a
What's
PSP
it gonna
game.
Be? What's it gonna be?
Not pixelated, like low res, like the models. But yeah, this is a PSP game. Wow!
It's basically a formality at this point, but once again, you're totally correct. The blackened this time, the true killer who's devised this whole stinking scheme was... Celestia Ludenberg! Or more precisely, Teiko Yasuhiro!
Honestly,
I lost. Well, that sucks. I guess trying to work with someone else was a mistake after all. Hifumi's ineptitude was beyond all my calculations.
I knew it.
So you really did approach Hifumi with this plan. But how did you get him to agree? I can't imagine he would have happily agreed to commit murder. I'm sure she relied on her speciality, lying. My speciality? That make me laugh. I didn't have to lie to get him to agree.
So then,
Then did you use, you know? I knew you'd figure it out, Kyoko. Yes, I slept with him. No, I'm kidding. I would never even let him touch me with his those greasy ass hands. Jesus fucking Christ, that's a horrible image. Fuck, fuck, why did I picture that shit in my brain? Fuck that. You're absolutely right. To get Hifumi to act as my accomplice.
indeed.
I used her. For everyone who's still left, I'll avoid mentioning it by name, but it was the one thing Hifumi and Taka were both super into. Does she mean... Is she talking about alter ego?
Say what?
What? What are you talking about?
just a second.
Don't interrupt. We're in the middle of a very important conversation here.
I'm totally out of the loop as usual. How sad.
In other words,
Then you're the one that stole it.
Indeed.
That's right.
I see.
And you use it to drag Hifumi to the plan you'd come up with. Right again? Last night after we had our meeting about how it disappeared, I paid Hifumi a little visit.
What are you doing here?
Actually,
I was hoping I could talk to you. Alone. It is about what was stolen. I know who did it.
What?
are you okay
It was
with
Taka.
this?
He stole it.
What?
So
And I have
then,
proof. Would you like to see it? As it turned out, I'd found a use for the digital camera. I'd taken you-know-what to Taka's room earlier and took pictures of it there. I deleted the picture as soon as I'd shown it to Hifumi, of course.
Damnation! So it was him! But how did she do it? She was supposed to yell if either of us got too close to her!
You are correct, which is why Taka forced me to steal it.
Say what?
As for me,
Please forgive me. He threatened me.
Oh.
He did?
as for
He
me,
came to my room last night unannounced. And then, it's hard for me to even say.
What?
Oh, brother. Oh, brother. Boy, that's a big ass lie. Oh, my lord. Brother. Okay. Wow.
What?
Whoa! When he took picture the girl, that's a big lie. He said if I did not do as he asked, he would show them to. Girl, you do not lie about that. That is not an okay thing to lie about. I hope we can all agree that shit is not okay to lie about. Jesus Christ! Oh my god, dude, that's insane. This game is just insane, so I had no choice.
Damnation! That's a crime, an absolute crime!
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, I mean, I knew he'd gone a little crazy, but I never imagined he would go that far.
I know, right? I thought the one who would do that, it would be you. It was amazing how completely he bought it. I can't express how enjoyable that was.
I'm about to say something I've never said before in my life. I'm going to kill him.
Unforgivable.
I'm going to fucking kill him.
Oh my god, he actually got to cursing.
Most unfortunate.
Wait, please. If you go now, you will be playing right into his hands.
Huh?
Actually,
Taka is planning to use her to escape. And he has made you his target.
What? Escape? You don't mean...
Taka is going to try to kill you.
What?
And also, he can keep her to himself.
That bastard! Bastard!
You don't have to call yourself so many times, man.
honestly,
Can we allow him to continue with his barbaric acts?
Absolutely not! How could I? She...
I swear!
You have to save her!
actually,
Ben, would you like to join with me? It just happens I have come up with a plan.
Huh?
I have devised a way to reclaim what he was stolen and escape this dreadful school. And with that, it is complete.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Oh, nothing. Ifumi agreed without a second thought. The effect that item had on him was remarkable. The power of love. Even a love as twisted as that can still drive people mad, it would seem.
You disgust me.
Yeah,
I see.
actually. I have another question for you. What was that strange costume? Was that strange costume from his creation?
indeed.
Yeah, it was a real pain in the butt too. All I asked him to do was make something to hide the face and general body size. I had no idea he'd make something like that, but it's my fault for picking him in the first place.
But
So, why do you decide to make me the suspect? Because you're stupid. Yeah? That's it? Yeah.
Let's see.
And in that regard, I made the right choice. I'm so glad your stupidity surpassed my every expectation. Life must have been tough on your parents, though. I feel like I could cry.
Well,
Man, he fucking roasted you. She roasted you before she got roasted herself.
But when you were explaining your plan to Hifumi, how did you explain the part about him playing dead?
What she's asking is, what was Hifumi supposed to do after that? Assuming you had actually let him live.
Are you okay with
That's
this?
simple. After he did his part and pretend to be dead, when someone showed up, I told him to say he'd been seriously wounded. He was on the verge of death, but he just barely held on.
And he really believed that?
Well, of course. That wasn't all that it was to it. As I explained it to the Hifumi, the plan was, while you were all questioning him about what had happened to him, I was going to murder someone else. At that point, Hifumi would have an alibi, so nobody could doubt him. I told him that, and he believed it. It all seems very straightforward, stereotypical. I just matched the lie to the level of opponent. In fact, Hifumi ate it up. Yeah, actually, that's pretty fair. Like, you don't have to waste good lies on people who would believe anything. He believed the lie wholeheartedly right up till the moment of his death.
so in
So
the
you had
end,
planned to kill him all along.
Of course. But of course, yeah, like that's only logical. There would have been no point to my plan if the one who pretended to be dead did not end up dead himself.
What the heck?
How can human life mean so little to you? I mean, we're talking about his food. Does his life really hold that much value?
Well,
That's a non-issue. I simply did everything in my power to win.
don't be mean.
Now you sound like Byakuya!
I wonder about
No,
that.
he derives his pleasure from the thrill of the hunt. In that aspect, we are nothing alike.
Why?
Then, what makes you take the things this far?
What the heck?
Was it really just for money? Are you talking about the $10 million Monokuma after those? That is a lot of money, it's true. But that's not all there is to it. For the moment our new life here began, my only thought has been escape.
But all along, you've been saying how we have to accept living here.
Obviously that was a lie!
Hey!
I couldn't take it! I hated it from day one! More than anything, anyone else in here! I wanted to get out! Every day was fresh torture! And do you want to know why? Huh?
This is fine.
Because I, giorno giornata, Yumenaru. Again with the JoJo references. And accepting a life here would have meant nothing less than giving up on my dream forever.
Honestly.
And there was no way I could ever do that. In the underground world of gambling, I risked my life to make a metaphorical killing.
As for me...
And it was all for that dream. And what was that dream of yours?
Isn't it wonderful?
To live in a European castle. A castle? No! And to gather handsome men from all over the world to serve as my butlers/bodyguards. Jesus Christ. I was going to make them dress up like vampires and satisfy my very need. Once I obtained that, I would have created a perfect aesthetic world of decadence.
This is fine.
This is fine. Living the rest of my life, there was only one dream in that was my only dream. My only goal. That's what life is all about. Combining with my own winnings, Monokuma's $10 million would have made that dream a reality. I got right to the edge, but
there is nothing
unfortunately,
to be done.
my dream has been scattered to the wind. Still, I don't have any regrets. I pursued my dream till the very end. So why would I? Just as Luffy would like.
Just the worst.
Are you comparing yourself to Luffy? Are you actually so dense? You sound so passionate. But you were really able to kill your own friends for it? Friends? Friends is a very big word. Are you asking me to feel guilty? That's a pointless endeavor. I think nothing of sacrificing others of my own needs. I feel nothing. Even you didn't give a fuck about Taka. Like, I was expecting you guys to not feel anything about Hifumi. But Taka? That's kind of a big move.
Do you understand?
That's all there is to me. That's what makes me complete. Isn't it terrifying how different our values are? There's simply no room for understanding.
What is this?
That's what we should be saying. And plus, how can you be so calm? Don't you realize you're about to die? Why aren't you scared? My ability to lie is unrivaled, and I take pride in that. It's not just other people. I can even fool my own emotions. The conscience deceives the unconscious. That's why you're not scared?
Yes,
That's
indeed.
right. I don't fear death. Kill me however you like. But, you know, if I could be reincarnated, if I had a choice, then
Isn't it wonderful?
I think I would like to come back as Marie Antoinette. Hey, just get executed again. Celeste smiled. Then, and when she did, it looked to me like a poor effort to force it. She claimed she could fool her own feelings, but that statement itself must have been the final lie. And that weak, fake smile is what betrayed her. The tell.
Kills! 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 You're all good? Okay, then let's get rolling! The black and disrupt the piece and let's pay the price!
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment
For her, the ultimate gambler!
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
I guess I'll let Kyoko hold on to this. What?
This is...
Will it really give you the hope you're looking for? I can't say I ever saw it that way. Which is why... Actually, it's not important.
What were you gonna say?
Well then, take care, everyone. Perhaps we'll meet again, in another life.
What were you gonna say?
Alright. Let's watch the execution, baby. This has been found guilty. Time for the punishment. This is, or this has to be, one of my favorite executions in the whole series. This has to be. I just love it so much. The burning of the Versailles Witch.
You're getting burned at the stake, baby!
I never noticed that it's supposed to be like Monokuma is wearing like an executioner suit. I always thought it was just meant to look like a poorly done straw doll. But the aesthetic on this one execution is so good. The ambience. The fire. Celeste's unexpressive face, like she's just taking it in. Like, yeah, this is fine. And then the fucking ass. I love the fucking fire truck. And like, someone pointed this out to me, and I think that's really cool. Like, Celeste was really Celeste was really obsessed with this gothic aesthetic and being exceptional and being not normal. And Monokuma was about to give her like the perfect death for her, so poetic and interesting. And then he took that away from her and gave him one of the most common causes of death. Getting hit by a car. A completely regular death for someone who wanted to be extraordinary. That really is despair. It's over. Oh, and Toku is back. My wife is back. The third execution is over. Celeste's death is over. Celeste killed my friends, so I can't pity her, but I also can't deny that at one point I considered her a friend too. And for him to just come along and...
Isn't that just awful? Someone couldn't cut free of the regrets from the outside world.
Oh, hello, Keep at 45. Thank you for following me. It was a nice stream. Keep it up. I really enjoyed the game. I would love to play together. I'm also streaming. Please add me to Discord. Thank you, I guess. I mean, I'm usually playing with my buddy pal Job, but like, thank you for the offer. Thank you for the offer. Okay.
Someone couldn't cut free of the regrets from the outside world. And so more people had to die. Extreme! You guys are still young. You need to place more value on your lives.
What are you gonna do?
Jeez. And here I thought you guys were gonna pass the torch of hope to the next generation.
Let me out of here!
What do you care about hope? I'll throw it in the trash if you just let me out of here.
Too bad.
You're all the embodiment of hope, whether you like it or not. And it's my destiny to knock you down one by one. It's sad, yes, it is. But that's reality, just can't be avoided.
Don't talk like you're not responsible. How long are you gonna make us keep going through this? What do you want from us?
How strange.
God, I'm so sick of people asking me that. Give it a rest already. So anyway, Kyoko, did I see you get some kind of key-type object from Celeste? Hey, so what's the deal with that?
What?
Huh? What's the matter?
So then,
I'll answer your question if you answer mine.
you...
What did you do? What did you do to me?
What?
Why are you putting that face?
Hey,
Answer me. What did you do to my body? What?
Wow! Man, oh jeez, oh man, oh jeez, what do you mean? What did I do? I have no idea. I don't know anything about it.
Who was that just now? The mastermind did something to Kyoko's body? What does that mean?
Hello.
Okay, things are getting kinda awkward. I think it's about time I got out of here.
Well,
Meanwhile, you guys can go on and enjoy the school life. If you get lonely, give me a shout. Not that I'll do anything about it, of course.
see ya later.
See ya!
Monokuma disappeared, leaving us all depressed and in despair. Although it wasn't all despair, there was one small hope. Hey, Kyoko, Monokuma already mentioned it, but what's that key Celeste gave you?
So...
Most likely, it's the key to one of the dressing room lockers.
Huh?
What? Then that means... Celeste probably hid it in there.
Hey,
I suppose sometimes it's easiest to miss what's right beneath your nose. Well then, we'd better go check.
Indeed.
Good idea. We left the courtroom and rushed to the dressing room. As we approached the dressing room, Kyoko looked back at us and said,
Hey,
I'm going to go on alone from here. Everyone else, head to the dining hall. I'll check in with you later.
What?
What exactly are you going to... Why exactly are you going alone?
so...
Do you even have to ask? As she spoke, she glanced quickly at the surveillance camera.
Come on.
That's not what I meant. That's not what I mean. Why you? There's still the risk of a spy, you know. Then I'll go too.
What?
Hero? Please, let me go. Standing here arguing is just going to draw more attention to us.
Goodbye.
Do whatever you want. Thank you, Byakuya. No,
Well-
don't thank him. Then it's up to you now.
Yo,
I'm gonna go to the dining hall, okay? Huh? So Makoto and Kyoko are gonna go together? Does that mean what I think it means?
Okay.
Good luck, Makoto. Girls like her are total pushovers when you show a little backbone. I tried to forget what Hina said. Yeah, because you're getting blushing.
Shall we go?
And Toko? What about Toko? What about Toko? What the fuck? Fuck bullshit, yeah.
So then...
We need to get into that locker. Kyoko took the key Celeste has given her and unlocked the locker. Unlock the locker, huh? And as the locker swung open, we saw...
You really came.
Good morning. It's been a while, hasn't it? It's safe. Thank goodness. I'd never heard Kyoko sound so relieved. It was like she was speaking from the bottom of her heart. You're such a simp. I did just what Celeste asked. I didn't say a word. I stayed quiet the entire time. Oh, and I think I might be able to open the last set of files soon. Maybe as early as tomorrow. I'm doing my best, so please wait just a while longer. So now we can officially say the case is closed. As far as the incident is concerned, sure, but can we take a second? Since we have this opportunity, I want you to be honest with me. Kyoko, please, tell me, what are you trying to do all on your own here at the school?
You...
Is that what you wanted to come here with me?
However...
Regardless, that's not something you need to know right now. I don't need to know? That just makes me even more worried.
What?
Worried? Like what happened during the investigation this time? You disappeared and we didn't see you again. Without warning, without explanation. When you do that...
Indeed.
It's only natural that they think I'm the Mr. Right spy, right? And you too. No! I believe you.
What?
You believe in me? Isn't it obvious? People believe in their friends, right? And that's why I want you to tell me. And I want you to believe in me too. Because we're friends. I understand.
It's true.
Then maybe I can believe in you. Just a little bit more. Then...
That's fine.
Fine. I'll tell you. I'll tell you why I've been disappearing and where I've been going. You see, what I heard from Kyoko then was, well, frankly, it kind of blew my mind. Right after I told Kyoko I believed in her, she told me a story that was, well, almost unbelievable. I decided I had to confirm what she told me with my own two eyes, so I waited for night time to come. And when it did, I went into action.
Correct.
The boys' bathroom on the second floor doesn't have a surveillance camera or monitor on it. And in the storage closet there, way in the back, she said it was way in the back of the boys' storage closet. I could Kyoko really be right about this? I don't think have I been to the bathroom? Oh, I guess there's something here. Oh, it's just a normal storage closet as far as I can tell. The secret Kyoko told me about. Could it really be in here? I guess it is. She said it was way in the back of the storage closet. But I mean, seriously? Without thinking, I placed my hand in the back of the storage closet. And suddenly, as if I were being janked in. Oh! Oh! Oh, I forgotten about this. At the same time as I heard that sound, I fell through the wall. I had no idea what was going on. I had fallen through the back of the storage closet? Huh? It turned out, the back wall was like a revolving door, and I made my way to the other side. Just like Kyoko had said.
Correct.
In the boys' bathroom, second floor, and the my closet, there's a secret room. So this is the secret room. But what's in here? It's just a normal desk with normal drawers. There's a bunch of files and what looks like a volume of yearbooks. They're all covered in dust. Looking at everything, one file at the edge of the bookshelf caught my eye. Hope's Peak Academy student registry. This is the only thing in here not covered in dust. Has someone been looking at it recently? Kyoko, dude, obviously. Before I had a chance to take a look at it, a slip of paper fell out of file and I turned my attention to it. What's this? You must not leave. You must not leave. That's kind of weird. I could understand it said if it said like I can't leave, but you must not leave? What is this? My head feels funny. This strange sensation. It's like déjà vu. Those words, you must not leave. I've seen them somewhere before, but I can't quite remember. What do I know? What don't I know? Oh, hello! Boink! Strange sound rang out through my head. It felt like it was shaking my brain back and forth, and then darkness. I don't understand what's happening. I don't know what started it. It's all over. And with that, I opened my eyes. I didn't know how long it had been. Damn, brother, you dumbass! You're a dumbass! You did not make sure you weren't being followed! Uh-oh. Apparently, something hit me, and I lost consciousness. That's all I understood. The dull throbbing pain in my head proved that much at least. And everything is gone! An empty bookshelf. Huh? Empty? Gone. It's all gone! The yearbooks, the student registry, and even the note I had fallen on the floor. It's all gone? What does this mean? But my brain refused to do any more work. The insistent pain in my head began to spread across the rest of my body. For now, I should go back to my room, get some rest, and tell Kyoko I fucked everything up. My body was heavy with pain, my mind heavy with thought. I dragged myself back towards my room. Somehow I made it back to the first floor of the school. The farther I walked, the more I felt. Things are getting blurry. I can't see. In front of me. I can stop myself from collapsing right there. And after that... As if from a vast distance, I heard the sound. It was faint, but undeniable. Dragging? That sound. It's coming from the gym? As I desperately hauled my shanky frame towards the gym, the sound got stronger and stronger. What's going on? It can't be nothing. Here? In the gym? What is it? I didn't make a sound as I opened the door to the gym. The sound coming from inside, meanwhile, only intensified much more.
Back you! Yeah! Paching! Back here! Dadutan! Shashacha!
Oh shit! Paddy shot! Before me, there raged a battle beyond anything humanly possible. No, one side's not human, that's for sure, but regardless, I couldn't stop staring. I forgot to move or even breathe.
Why, you? What do you think you're doing? I asked you a question. What's the meaning of this?
Shit!
How dare you defy me? This wasn't part of the deal!
The deal? The deal?
I've made a decision. I will no longer retreat, no longer compromise, no longer regret. I've made my decision. I'm going to resist you.
Okay.
Damn!
But you do realize what will happen if you go through with this, right? You haven't forgotten, have you? What I'm holding hostage?
Oh! What am I looking at? What am I hearing? A hostage? Then could it be? The mastermind spies! Chapter 3 at Next Generation Legends, Central Galactic Hero. The end. Damn, that's a lot. To be continued. And that's where we're gonna leave it. Ooh, got 50 unique presents. 50, wow. That's where we're gonna leave it. Let's just, yeah. I mean, we already saved. Oh, that's appropriate. That's an appropriate end card. But you know what I want. So, that was Chapter 3 of Trigger Happy Havoc. Honestly, I don't dislike it. Like, I know there's this third case syndrome a lot of people talk about, and Danganronpa is obviously a victim of it. And yes, there's some contrivances in this case, but I honestly don't mind it. I think it's a really cool case, and Celeste is a really cool... It's like a really cool character, and like my only problem is that she died here. And I kind of wish she was the main villain instead of Byakuya, because she has a much more interesting mentality than him. But I guess that makes it that she was kind of evil, and that means she couldn't have survived to the end and be friends with everyone. Oh my god, how long will it take for Toko to show up? But like, she's really cool, and I really liked her idea, the fact that she manipulated the others. Even from the beginning, by making them believe that she was fine with everything that was happening. I think that was so cool. Although I do say that it's a shame that Taka died like that, like with no fanfare at all. And no one cared about his death either. That's weird. I'm glad Hifumi died. I'm not glad that he was so involved and important in the case that we had to see his stupid ass face while reconstructing the case. Oh my god! Just give me Toko! But yeah, Celeste is like one of my favorite. There we go! But yeah, Celeste is definitely, outside of Toko and Genosai Shio, she is definitely my favorite character in Trigger Happy Havoc. Outside of Toko and Zio, of Toko and Sho, she's definitely my favorite. And honestly, I had fun. Like, this is a really fun chapter. It's a really fun case. Like, it had me stumped, but that's because I was an idiot. I feel like it was because I'm an idiot, but other than that, I love this chapter. And I realized I didn't really do an end of chapter review of each one. I'm gonna make a video separate, like actually scripted video analyzing everything, but like its own thing after I finish Trigger Happy Havoc. But I just say I liked it. And maybe chapter 3 is my favorite chapter. Like, so far it has been my favorite chapter. It's the one I had the most fun in it with. Is the one I had most fun with. And I don't know, I really like it. But having said that, thank you everyone for watching. Thank you everyone for watching the videos, for joining the streams. I want to remind you that I have this goal in Ko-fi, that if we reach it after Trigger Happy Havoc, I will be playing Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair immediately after finishing Trigger Happy Havoc. If not, I will be doing other stuff until then, so you guys have to reach that $20 goal for me to get the next game. So yeah, thanks everyone for watching. Thank you everyone for being here. I'll see you next week with the next stream. And remember, stay crazy. Bye. Next time on Trigger Happy Havoc,
Danganronpa.
even purple creatures such as myself require substance, okay?
Yeah, think happy thoughts, not deathy thoughts.
That's not a word. This is so out of pocket. They dedicated a whole CG to this. So long. I think I made her mad. You think? You think, buddy? Oh, hello. Oh, hello, lesbians. Kyoko, are you mad at me? You're sleeping on the couch. Okay. There's my wife! Sure thing. Just kneel before me and beg. I am on my knees begging.
La 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 la, gobble gobble.